welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about Project Hail Mary. Yes. So this movie is directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Who doesn't know these guys? Guys, these Phil Lord and Christopher Miller directed 22, 21, 21 and 22 Jump Street, the live action was with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. Amazing movies. Amazing, funny, hilarious. I love watching those every couple of years. Gets me every time. And they've also, I think they wrote. I'm pretty sure they wrote. I don't think they directed, but they wrote the Spider Verse movies as well. So obviously, like, and the Lego movie as well. And they have so much credit, right? So they definitely know what they're doing. So when this movie was coming out, I already knew. I was like, yeah, I'm watching this movie for sure. There's no doubt about it in my mind. It's also written by Drew Goddard. Goddard, I don't know. And then Andy Weir, the author of the book, because this movie is based off a book, which I definitely bought because the way this movie had me, I had to read it. I had to read it. So I'm gonna read this book. Movie stars Ryan Gosling. This guy, this dude, he's in every. Anytime he's in something, yeah, that's something worth watching, and this proved it as well. And who else is in this? Sandra Hüller. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. There's James Ortez, Lionel Boyce, Ken Leung, and Melanie Von Trub. Yeah, if you see her and you were like, who is that? She is in those, I don't remember which, it's one of those phone commercials. I don't know if it's T Mobile, Verizon, or something, but I was like, she looks so familiar. Yeah, she's that. She's that person. So if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. But this movie is about a science teacher named Ryland Grace who wakes up alone on a spaceship light years from Earth. As his memory returns, he uncovers a mission to stop a mysterious substance killing the sun and save Earth. But in doing so, he has an unexpected friendship that may be the key to saving Earth. Yeah, guys, it's Rocky. If you saw this movie, he forms like a friendship with this alien that's a rock. But the main thing from this movie that I got, right, is the sense of self belief. And I enjoyed it. I loved this movie. I thought this movie was very. It's a slow build, especially in the very first like 20 minutes, because you kept going this back and forth narrative, and I really didn't think this narrative was going to work in this movie, where it kept going back and forth with the past and present. And I was like, oh, I don't know, like it's losing me. But then I don't know if that's like you're supposed to feel that same way how you felt with like the character, because you're just like following through. Because in the beginning, Ryland Grace's character is like, why am I here in space out of nowhere? What am I doing here? Who am I? Who am I even? Right? And he's trying to remember. Like his memories are slowly coming back together. And in doing so, he meets up and like befriends this alien that's like a rock, and he names it Rocky. And they have like this great friendship that they're both trying to save their planets with one another. And in doing so, they form this bond, and it's just an amazing movie when it comes about friendship, the sense of self belief. Honestly, and like I love this movie, and it just gives another reason on why Ryan Gosling he can just carry a movie on his own. And we've seen it plenty of times where he's led other movies along the way. I'm not gonna name them. If you don't know, you should know. You should know by now. But in this movie in particular, I love it. The movie itself though, it looks so stunning. People have compared it to Interstellar, where a lot of the shots that were in space, I can see it. Especially, it's very colorful too, but it's very vibrant as well. And you definitely get to experience those moments where he himself, as an astronaut, because keep in mind he's only a science teacher, he was not trained to be an astronaut, and so whenever he gets to be put in this situation, he's also just we're going through it with him, and we're just like, this is amazing, wow, like this is great. While Rocky's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, like this is nothing, like this is an ordinary day, and he's like, no, I don't get to experience this whatsoever. And I thought that was like an amazing feature to add on. I'm curious to see how the book is compared to the movie, because what I've read and what I've heard from other people, there's certain elements that they definitely changed or they didn't add, but a lot of it, but the main things were kept the same. So that was great to hear. So I'm excited to hear about that or like at least read about that with the book that I got. But overall, like I genuinely like love this movie. There's this one scene I love the music. The scene that I'm talking about is the karaoke scene where the character, what's her name? Let's see. Eva Strath's character. So Eva Strath, the character, she does this karaoke song "Sign of the Times," and it's being played while Ryan Gosling's character, Rylan, he's like in this red. I'm blanking what it's called. Like this red line. I say red line, and like this big long red line, and he's like picking up these particles to help them find something or like boost something. I don't know what exactly, but basically help them with their mission. And I don't know why it fits so perfectly with that, like that's music with that moment too, because in that moment too he's like feeling it, and while Rocky in the background is just like, what are you doing, man? Like why are you just like in the air right now? And he's like, oh, it's just the moment here. That was hilarious. I love that moment too. But I'm so happy too the Rocky wasn't annoying. I'm not gonna lie, at first when he showed up and they started giving him a voice, I was like, oh, I really hope he's not annoying. It always happens. Those side characters, they always tend to get annoying. But this time, I did not. I cared. I cared a lot. There was one scene where I got emotional because I really thought that something was going to happen to my boy Rocky. But it definitely got me because I definitely believe their friendship more and more and more, especially towards the end of the movie as well. This movie was 2.5 hours. Guys, went like that. It flew by. I don't know what happened. I was just like, whoa, where am I? But it was good. Like, my god, I can't. I'm definitely seeing this movie again, especially in. I need to see it again one more time in theaters. It's crazy too because of how much money it's making. Because I think it's like the first movie this year that's breaking box office records, just because it's been such a long time a movie where it's not connected to any franchise whatsoever, making a lot. I think the last movie they said it was like Oppenheimer, which is crazy to think because what that was came out like 3 years ago and it's already 2026. Insane. But let me see. I don't think anything else of it, but overall, guys, I definitely recommend you go watch this movie. Just because it'll leave you with a sense of I don't know, like again, you just start believing in yourself when there's so much doubt that you have, and how others will have so much faith in you and belief in you that you get that belief within yourself. And that I love that message in this movie. And it's something worth seeing, especially in theaters because of how beautiful it looks, and especially in the crowd because everybody else is like feeling the same emotions as you. But overall, guys, Project Hail Mary, great movie. Highly recommend watching that in theaters. Like, comment, subscribe down below. If you guys read the book, let me know what you guys think from the book and the movie as well. And I'll see you guys next time.